People are drawn to meadows because of the expanses of vibrant, intense green. So meadows are just really beautiful places. Meadows are very important habitat for birds, for bears, for deer, for animals that come to meadows for food, for nesting, for foraging, for cover. Many meadows are also wet meadows or wetlands, and wetlands are really rare in the Sierra Nevada. Over 90% of California's original wetlands have been lost, which makes it really important to protect the ones that remain. Here at Halstead Meadow, a road was built across in 1934, and that road interrupted the natural water flow and transformed the system from a wetland into a drier system that is no longer a wetland. So after the road was built and it carved this gully, it took water that used to be spread across the entire surface of the meadow. It concentrated that water all in this channel, this single channel, which made the water table in the rest of the meadow drop by 15 to 20 feet. And that meadow can no longer flourish with wetland plants and wetland aquatic organisms. It completely dried out. One common theme in ecological restoration is it takes a major action to return a site to the pre-disturbance condition. Here at Halstead Meadow, we're restoring the natural water flow or hydrology, the natural landform or topography, and the natural vegetation. And we're doing this by filling in the erosion gully with soil, which basically requires dump trucks, it requires excavators, bulldozers to bring that soil in, over 10,000 cubic yards of soil, and level the meadow so that the water can again spread out and sheet flow across the entire width of the meadow. The new bridge allows the water to spread out beneath it and connect the upper meadow with the lower meadow and allow water to flow naturally beneath the bridge. Once the topography or the landform of the meadow is restored and the natural water flow is restored, we still have to restore the vegetation. And we do that by planting the native species here that form a dense mat of roots and really knit the whole meadow together and allow it to withstand the enormous flows of water that it gets. Five years after restoration now, we filled in the gully and we are no longer having erosion here. We now have a wetland and these wetland plants thriving across this meadow. It's important to have naturally functioning meadows to support the rest of the surrounding ecosystems and to provide resiliency in the face of climate change. I love being a restoration ecologist. I love plants, I love to get dirty, I love to dig around in the soil. I like to transform a place from something that was barren and harmed and disturbed and turn it back into a flourishing forest, a flourishing wetland. It's a very satisfying profession. National parks are some of the few places where broad ecosystems are still knit together in a natural way. And when they start to unravel, it's our responsibility to knit them together again.